Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Hilltop Pillbox here in Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada. And we've just got a couple of clarifications from our last video, our 9.2. And I did something that I didn't realize what exactly would happen. And so some of you are kind of scratching your head saying, why the heck would he do that?
I don't get it.
Well, here's the deal. I made a promise. I made a promise that I would not go into Sweden that turn in exchange for some peace on the Eastern Front. And so Panzer King kept his word, so I kept my word. Now my problem is I did not look at the rules closely enough to realize what would happen should I take this little chunk of Norway. Well, I knew that Norway here would go anti-me, whether it was pro-Axis or pro-Allied. I wasn't entirely sure. I think it's whoever gets there first, possibly. But for the Swedes, they actually align with the Germans. They actually align. So, Germany just got 3 infantry, a factory, a militia, and 4 boats, to say nothing of a $3 increase on their money. And now they have more stuff here, and they'll likely be taking Finland in the near future. So this was not a good move.
Wrong!
By the Russians, game-wise. But I did it in order to keep a promise that I wouldn't go into Sweden. But in hindsight, I shouldn't have gone into Norway. I definitely should not have gone into Norway. Might have been better going after London, eh?
Wrong!
No. And so hindsight being 2020, you know, next time I play this game when I'm the Comintern, I certainly won't take this territory of Norway. And we'll have to see how we can snatch victory from the jaws of defeat, as it were.
She went for it. She had a C and A, another A, and now
Got a lot of stuff out here, and we'll see. We'll see what Jinx's response is. Is he going to declare war on the Comintern and come and sink this stuff, or is he going to just let it ride? Is he going to land here? Is he going to lend lease? What's he going to do? The other reason I didn't attack here, I mean, one of the main reasons was this coastal defense gun and an infantry. So we've got things shooting at me here even before the landings, and then you got a guy defending at 4 in the mountains. And I just wanted an easier time of it. So that was my math for doing that. And then I knew I could go this way and I could go this way at the same time. Now, whether or not that actually happens, who knows?
The shadow knows.
Somebody asked about the air transport and this. Yes, I couldn't actually bring this guy in for combat, but I could bring it in after the fact. And it does have movements that can make it, because he can go 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can go 6, but there's also an air base in Leningrad where he started, so that added, so he could go 7. Okay? And I think that's pretty much all I wanted to clarify. Even if, oh, yes, and there's something else here. For some reason in my, it's been a long week, folks. I got to tell you, I'm just being honest with you here. It was a very long week. And for some reason I put this infantry in here, and it couldn't actually go there. It can only go into a place I've owned since the start of the turn. So we're just going to put him down here into Hunan. So from Yunnan to Hunan. Plus, I am able to actually rail 2 objects, but I can't rail them down here because there's no railway. So these 2 artillery are going to end up in Hunan. All right, these 2 artillery are going to end up in Hunan. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense then. Hopefully I have solved any of those problems and maybe answered some of the head scratcher questions over here. And the last thing is I had built a fortification, first stage in Leningrad, and Panzer King quickly pointed out that Leningrad already has a fortification line. I never actually took note of that. I knew it before the game started because I knew Finland has one and I have one. And yeah, I tried to build a fortification in there, but I can't do that because each territory can only have one. So I've just simply moved this over to here because since I had spent the money, I didn't want to go back and do the refund or anything. So it's easiest thing is now that there's a fortification going into Moscow. I think that clarifies everything, and hopefully that helps you appreciate why I did what I did a little bit more. But you still might think that I made a poor decision, and it may turn out that I did. It may turn out that that was a real bonehead move, and I just gave away some momentum to the Axis, and obviously I did. Let's see if it's fatal or not as time goes on. But thanks for all your comments, folks, again. Thanks for pointing things out. Thanks for asking questions. Thanks to those of you, especially General Hand Grenade, who's been adding little rule clarifications here and there. And we will continue to learn as we go. And I guarantee that even if we were playing this person to person, we'd be nosing the rulebook, just trying to make sure we keep everything straight. So thanks for watching, folks. I know that 9.3 will be coming up shortly with the Japanese. We'll see what they're going to do with all this power in just a moment.